Hey pilots, welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales in my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchure Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League, so I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account, but it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle, because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to nearly the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. Let's start by taking a good look at my hangar. We got Frick and Frack, my Death Button Raven and my Russian Death Button Raven. And then we got the General, my beautiful Trident Fury. And then we got Reaper, my Avenger Bulwark. And then we got Buzzkill, my Spark Scorched Mender. The bots are at level 6 and the weapons are all at level 9. I'm going to call this battle True Grit. And boy is it ever. Stick around to the end, guys. It's got a good lesson in it. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their cool song, Woodish. So, we're in Dreadnaught, and with Dreadnaught I always take Frick to this back beacon, kind of a spawn beacon, and then I either take him into the belly of the beast, or back to this rear center beacon, depending on where the rest of my mates are going. I see I have a runner that's already capped that beacon, but there's already a red that's approaching. I'm going to try to take on this red. I don't know what it is, though. It's obviously got an Ansel shield. It turns out it's a Trident, Carnage. That's a good build. And with my squishy bots, those Tridents are actually going to do some damage. And, you know, depending on how he does his thing and how I do my thing, it's going to be interesting to see who wins this one. I think he's going to take me on. I didn't do a very good job there. But luckily, my mate was over there, and I think he's taking him on. So now I'm going to take Frack over here. He's my Russian Death Button. I was going to try to go after that front beacon, but there was too much heat over there, and I took on a battle I wasn't ready to take on. So that was not a very good choice. But you know what? It's a 10-minute battle. I've got 3 more bots left, so it's a matter of just seeing what I can do. We got Buzzkill. This guy's got some grit. He's got true grit. Buzzkill, he ain't afraid of no one. So he's going to come over here and cap this beacon. Now, I still am not able to take on a multiples at once, but we are behind on beacon bars. So the first thing you do is what, guys? Keep them blue, right? So now Buzzkill is in here, keeping this thing blue, guarding it as much as he can. I'm going to go ahead and pop that guy off. I'm going to try to reduce my risks right now. Now I'm going to mend him on up there, and that's good too. Get him up to where he needs to be. Now obviously I've got several people approaching, several reds approaching, but I also know that right now we're up 4 beacons to 1. So if I can just maintain this long enough and hold this and keep these guys at bay for a long enough time, it's going to buy us some beacon bar. And that's what we're trying to do now is maintain the status quo. As I've taught you before, once you got them blue, you got to keep them blue. So I'm going to put these guys in a situation where they're just going to pretty much have to come around and take it. Yeah, remember that? Malone the Bay, guys. Well, they did come and take it, but while they did that, it took them so far out of control, our guys got up 4 beacons to 1. So that was nice, and it's a good one. So now it's a matter of just trying to hold this and maintain this. But, you know, the Reds, hey, they're experts. They're experts and masters. They know how to play this game. They're not going to give it to us. It's not going to be that easy. They're already up. Now we're down 3 beacons to 2. So they came back real quick like. So now we got to liberate this one. And they're not done yet. I mean, again, we're in against really good guys, so they're going to come up. Look at that, an invader. Those are tougher than snot, and I'm not going to be able to weather this one. So now I'm in my last bot. But you know what? I'm also in with experts and masters, and guess what, guys? Just because I tapped out doesn't mean everyone else is going to tap out. And I'm not quite tapped out. I got the General. The General's no slouch. I also noticed one other thing. we do have a man down. He's catatonic right now. Probably lost the connection. He's that griffin over to my left there. So it's now 5 people to 4 people, or 5 people to 6 people, or whatever. But it is a matter of trying to show some true grit here and seeing what we can eke out. I'm going to go ahead and try to help support this backside, try to take that guy out. Don't let him liberate that one in the rear. Let's see if we can get some beacons back here. We are still up on beacon bar. It's even on beacons. Actually, now we're up 3 beacons to 2, so it's going back and forth. I got this Spectre with probably, I think it's a Spectre, and he's got some Scourges. And 4 Scourges on me is going to melt me real quick, like in my level 6 bots. But you know what? He's obviously hiding, and he's going to come out and get me, but that's okay, because now I got a guy that's going to go get him. And in the meantime, the rest of our guys has shown some true grit, and they've gone around and reliberated. And that was a nice, sweet banner. And we had a rock star at the top there. Hey, kudos, mad skills to that guy at the top from the BHC. Thanks so much, Karis, or Carice, or whatever your name is. You actually were the rock star of the game. It was awesome. We had a guy that lost his connection, that money lover, unfortunately. So that was too bad on there. But hey, what a great battle. What a lot of true grit on the blue team. And that was an awesome comeback. Great. Hold it, guys. If you see your name, thanks for the game. And I'm going to call this battle Hard to Kill. And boy, stick around for a heck of a battle. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their epic song War. Perfect for this battle. Okay, we're in Canyon. I opened up with my beautiful Trident Fury, the General. You know he loves the Canyon. He always goes over here to this backside, grabs the beacon when possible, and then tucks down in there in this little Fury sweet spot. Right between, underneath the bridge, between that little opening there. That Tempest was taking me on, but he let me by. And that was his mistake. This next performance deserves a formal introduction. He's big, he's mean, he's a killing machine. When he walks the field, you see all the Reds yield. When you're in his sights, he's more than a handful. He's the one, the only, he's the General. Without question, my beautiful Trident Fury, affectionately known as the General, is one of the most important builds in my hangar. He's my opener on so many maps because he brings so much to the battle. His long-range weapons allow him to join the battle and help the runners long before the brawlers even arrive on the scene. From one of my many Fury sweet spots, the General can guard multiple beacons, support many skirmish areas, and keep his eye on the flow of the battle. Another amazing gift that many don't realize until it's too late is the General's ability to hide in plain sight. With his top-mounted weapons and mid-chest target point, the General has the deadly ability to use structures around the battlefield as unbreakable shields and eradicate the Reds without risk of return fire. Those who underestimate this lumbering elephant quickly learn, you don't mess around with the General! Now, from here, the General is almost untouchable. Now, he is touchable, but he can do a lot of damage from down here. He can reach right up over the top of there and pick away at those guys. Anyone going underneath the bridge, he's going to come after him. This little pursuer, he's going to, well, as soon as he wears off, I'm going to take him down. I might not be making the final blow on any of these guys, but I'm chunking them down. Anyone within my range right now is in danger. He's in danger big time. 3 tridents coming at you all at once. I can do a lot of damage. And even these guys here, watch. I got my sweet spot. My target point is submerged. This guy's right on top of me. He can barely touch me. He's hitting me, but not enough. Many have tried to take me down from this spot, but the General is just a bad mofo from this spot right here. And if you mess around with the General, you're going to find out why I call this my sweet spot. Look at that. Now, are some of them hitting me? Yes, they are. And he's getting ready to be taken out. But the General took out a lot of people from that time because he is hard to kill. Now I take out Frick. Frick is my death button Raven. I gotta cap this one. I've got a lot of guys on my side that don't seem to be all that mindful of the beacons. They kind of are, but they kind of aren't. And you can't all, hey, I can't count on him. I gotta do my job. See, like there's a blue guy, and his back was to our beacon. Our spawn beacon was capped. I'm gonna go back there and liberate that. We are down 4 beacons to 1. But you know what? We are hard to kill. And this is what this is all about. This is one smoking battle. Do not go nowhere. We're going to stick around for a while here. So what we're doing right now is we're wearing down the Reds. It don't look like it. It seems like they're kind of wearing us down. But slowly but surely, we're picking them off one pilot at a time. They've come up with some pretty good arsenals. They're really, really tough. I've been trying to kind of keep these things liberated, but it's hard to do it all by myself. And right now my team is going after them, and that's great. But we got to keep them blue, and our guys aren't keeping them blue all that well. We're trying though. But now I got Buzzkill. He buzzes, then he kills you. I'll take that guy out. We're going to liberate the center and at least get us back to an advantage position. We got 3.5 minutes left. We still got to make this happen. Now, I can't tell where they're at. It looks like we have 5 and they have 4 left. But you never know. Sometimes people are holding off on spawning. Now, I was going to go liberate, but then I wanted to get that guy because he was going after our spawn beacon, and I couldn't let that happen. And it actually ended up costing Buzzkill his life. So now I'm in Reaper, my Avenger Bulwark. And I'm going towards center because that's where guys, but I can see there's a guy going after our spawn beacon, and it looks like no one's going to stop him. My guy's not focused on him, and I got to stop that. I'm a beacon guy. You gotta mind your beacons. You can't lose them. Not this deep into the game. Right now, beacons is everything. So I'm going to help take that guy out. Now we're going to go after damage, and that's what I tell everyone. Remember, beacons first, damage second. Always get the beacons first. You'll lose the game without beacons. That's how this goes. You got to keep them blue. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing liberated. Okay, he's going to do that. So now I'm going to see, now that I got that guy liberating, now I can go back and focus on damage. But right now, not really damage, but basically taking out the threats. And I'm a little too high up. I got to drop back down. So Bulwark, Reaper can do the same thing like the General and use that berm as a guard. And have a little shield action there. But you got to be careful. If you get too high up, you're going to get caught. Now, that guy's doing a smart thing. He's going to come down and try to liberate that one and turn it back. Because we're at 5, we're 4 to 1. He's got to stand there. He's got to turn that back if they're going to even have a chance at winning this one. But I'm going to see if I can pick this guy off. See if I can pick this guy off. And try to last. And let's see if we can get this guy. Come on, yeah! Now, with 4 beacons to 1, we got this one. 13 seconds left. It's going to count down, and we're going to take this one. And that was, whoa! This is going to be a green banner that I'm so happy to see. It really could have gone the other way. Oh my gosh, that one was quite the scrapper. So that was a heck of a battle. Great pilots on both sides. It looks like I actually had a clanmate there, coincidentally on my team. Manyo, he's a great pilot. And we also had, I guess, a tanker on our team because they only got 1 beacon and then popped out of there. So really good battle on both sides. Looks like 3 of us got over 1 million points. So heck of an effort on our team. Good pilots on the red side too, for sure. Everyone played hard. We just had them. So if you see your name, thanks for the game. That was amazing. I'm going to call this battle Castle Cleanup. This is a doozy, guys. I hope you stick around to the end and enjoy this one. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, November. All right, man, this is Castle. Castle is a great map. It's got a lot of opportunities for skirmishes around the map, routes to go and all. This battle has got oodles of lessons. First, when you are going to be starting a map, running solos with a bunch of people you don't know, everyone starts off differently. I open up with a General. He's kind of going to be a support bot. Some people like to open up with runners. Some people like to open up with brawlers, and that's all good. And actually, a good balanced team is what makes a battle work really well. Having too much of one thing isn't really going to be all that good. A good balance in your loadout is great, but it's also good to remember that you are opening up with people you don't know. So make sure you're applying some of the basics. Like on this one, no one's going after our spawn beacon, right? The one that we all opened up next to. So, where do you go? 3 go right, 3 go left, right? So if you're opening on this map, make sure if you're in a runner and you see some runners going off to the left, make sure that you're going off to the right. Don't have all your runners go to one side. We opened up kind of in a weird way. I cleaned off every one of the reds that were coming down to that bridge there, and yet none of my runners went down there. So there's a lesson to be learned. Make sure if you are a runner or a fast brawler and you're opening on this map to go off and cap a beacon, don't go and follow up the other runners. Make sure you're dividing and conquering. If you have a support mate going on down there, he'll help clear the path like I was doing, but no one took advantage of that path I cleared, and that was too bad to see. So there's a little lesson to remember as you're playing Domination. Take advantage of your teammates and what they're doing to help support you, and use that to your advantage. Another one. So this is a good sweet spot for the general, and as you see what I'm doing here, I'm using the tridents to splash on the or nearby them. See, when they go behind cover, that doesn't mean they're out of your range. It just means that they're hiding behind. Use the reach of the splash to go after them. There's a guy hiding behind the rock, and I'm going to start chipping him away. And he disappears behind the rock. I'm still getting him. But I'm also noticing there's another mate of mine that has a trident, and he's shooting right at the rock. That doesn't do you any good. You got to remember to use the splash when you need to, and take advantage of that. So you don't shoot right at him. You shoot off to the side of like that. And I'm chipping away. See my other guy over to my left there? He's shooting right at the rock, and he's not really digging that guy down too much. You got to make sure you're going off to the side. Also, when you're seeing someone up there, make sure you kind of figure out who you want to go after and who you don't. If they got an Ansel shield up, maybe help chop it down if you got other mates that are going after it, so you can kind of help support that cause. So this is just a matter of figuring out where you can be the most effective. Luckily, my team did go down and liberate ours and that one up there, but I saw no one was going after the bridge, and it's uncontested. So, but now I see someone going after our spawn beacon. I can't let that happen, so I'm going to go here and erase that threat. And it's going to be a trade-off because I'm going to take that guy, but now someone's doing that to me. So now I'm going to take Frack up there. My Russian death button, not as potent, but definitely enough to be able to take out a Spectre. And now I got this bulwark chipping away at me with I think he's got thunders on that, and I can weather that one. I'm gonna try to splash it. If it looks silly like I'm shooting at that thing, by the way, so you know, splash will reach through those invisible transparent barriers if they're close enough within the splash range. I took a shot that maybe I could get over here and take that. That didn't work out. So I'm taking out Buzzkill. He buzzes, then he kills you. Luckily, we did go down and take the bridge down below. And so now, although we were down on Beacon Bar, we're starting to do something here. We're starting to make a nice little comeback, and it's starting to work out. So I'm going to take Buzzkill up here, maybe chip away at that guy, and then finish off this bulwark over here. He buzzes and he kills you. Yeah, there you go. And now I'm going to go right after their spawn. If we can get this and get a 4-to-1 beacon advantage, we may swing the Beacon Bar back to our advantage. But they've still, hey, they're experts and masters. They are tough sons of guns. So this is not going to be easy for me. But all I can do is just keep chipping away, try to get my Mender up to Buzzkill where I can go after this guy. And although he's very, very durable, I got him down to the point where our guys were able to sack him before he was able to liberate that one. So now it's a matter of finishing the job, cleaning up castle. And that's what we're doing. We're doing a little castle cleanup here. We got him down to just a handful of bots. All that heavy lifting I did earlier on is starting to pay off. Luckily, we were able to liberate a few beacons just to keep that beacon bar from going all the way down to nothing. And now we're pulling it back, and we're snuffing the few remaining reds out. But so all the heavy lifting at the early was really nice, and there you go. Nice green banner at the end. Lots of good lessons, though. I hope you guys picked up on some of those things that I was doing there. And looks like I was able to finish pretty high. I was using boosters. This is the first battle I've ever recorded where I've used boosters. I don't even use them that much. I thought I'd check out to see what I could do with my squishy bots if I added a few boosters. And obviously, it really did help. It helped me do a lot more damage than normal. I don't know if I'll always use them because I want to try to show everyone that you don't need to have the high firepower in order to do well in this battle. But this one certainly did make a difference here. So if you see your name, thanks for the game. It was a whole lot of fun. Peace out. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and were able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel almost daily, so please stop by when you're able and check out the fresh new material. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. If you like what you see, please tap on the red subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. It would also be helpful if you could make a comment about the video, whether it's an example of how the episode helped you, or maybe additional advice to help elaborate on the tactics I shared, or even constructive comments that'll help clarify something I might have missed. It's all good and greatly appreciated. Finally, this game is full of challenges and can create frustration for some who are simply trying to have fun with this awesome game. My goal is to provide you all with helpful information and help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone who you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep them blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Make sure you're having fun, though, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.